Hey, Coach, would it be fair to assume that Marcus Morris will likely not be available for opening night?
We don't know as of right now.
We'll move over to BT.
How you doing, Ty?
BT, what's up?
Man, everything's all good. The first question is Serge Ibaka and Patrick Patterson. How are those guys doing?
They're doing good. Full practice today, so they're feeling good. Serge practiced the full practice today, yesterday as well.
Okay. The other question is, just to start the season off so soon after you guys played, how much are you able to push these guys when you have so much going on with the testing, with protocols, and making sure guys are ready and you don't want them being injured before, it starts really good?
Yeah, BT is a fine line, and our sports science guys are great, and they do a good job of keeping us up to speed on what's going on and how guys are feeling. And, every day they have these chips they wear to tell what their loads are. So we're trying to keep an eye on how guys are feeling and what they're doing. So a lot of guys are putting in extra work, outside the practices. So the loads have been up a little bit, but that's just trying to get ready for the season. But we're going to do everything in our power to make sure, players are first, make sure their health is the most important thing, and then go from there.
Thank you.
We'll go over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty, good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
I'm good. So wondering about your assessment of Kawhi in the preseason and in training camp. Obviously, he was excited to get a full training camp under his belt this year. What have you seen that you liked with him in your new system, and where are areas that you're going to see him continue to grow?
Training camp, he's been great. He's been phenomenal. He's been through every practice, even the two-a-days. He's doing a good job of setting the tone and getting these guys to follow his lead. And every day he's here an hour or so after practice working out. Him and PG, they have a routine that they go through every single day. And Kawhi playing all 3 preseason games this year. And I know he doesn't love preseason, as much, but just setting the tone and setting an example for the young guys, of what he's trying to do and how he's trying to lead this team. I think, a lot of times, with Kawhi, I just think more so is his pace, every single night, because with his frame and with his strength and his power of playing with pace and getting downhill, getting into the paint, we're a whole different team. And so just staying on him about his pace, in transition, when we're going through our sets on cuts and, rip screens and things like that, are just, having that pace and that force. And that really drives our team.
Thanks so much. The routine with Paul, is that just like shooting around after practice, or what are they doing?
Everything, footwork, post-ups, shooting, pick and roll, everything. They have a routine they do together. So it's been good. It's been great to watch.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Move over to Justin.
Hey, Coach. How you doing this morning?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. One of the things that's jumped off the page as far as the tape of the preseason is concerned is how much Chicago action you guys were using with the different variety of players. So I wanted to ask you, is this something you guys have wanted to incorporate more, or is it just a natural pathway of working on things in the preseason?
You mean Chicago as in triangle?
Yeah.
Yeah, just put in a few sets, and we're going to add more. Like I said, with a shortened, preseason and training camp, we can't really add as much stuff as we need to, but we do have a significant amount of stuff in right now. But we have put in 2 or 3 sets from the triangle, and letting Kawhi play in those spaces, where Kobe and Jordan play in those spots as well. So he loves those 2 players, and he really respects and looks up to those guys. And so we're just trying to put him in position. And I was able to play with both those guys and also play in the triangle. So just trying to teach him that as well as teaching our team as well.
Any other questions for Coach? Please raise your hand. Tomer, you can go ahead.
Hey, Ty. Hope you're doing well. I'm just wondering, when you look at the games of both PG and Kawhi, in today's NBA that's so three-point centered, how do you, value their ability to score at the mid-range at a high rate?
I think it's a lost art. And, I'm a firm believer in why not work on what teams are giving up? Every team wants to give up the mid-range shot, the mid-range twos, and why not continue to work on the shots the teams are giving up? And if you see any late game situation, in the fourth quarter, the mid-range shots is what wins the game, and those are the shots you're going to get in the playoffs as well. So it's great having Lou and Kawhi and PG and now Luke, who can also make that mid-range shot. And if you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me.
Thank you.
We've got two more. Cam, you can go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Ty. Hey, I got a question about your implementation of the zone defense. You talked about you guys worked on it a little bit in the last game, but I want to know kind of the reason behind the strategy with Kawhi and Paul, two pretty dominant wing playing defenders themselves. Why you bring in implement the zone defense? Help me out with that.
I will help you out with that. The reason is because, teams get in the offensive rhythm. You have guys that really get in the offensive rhythm. So to disrupt their rhythm, you want to play a little zone to just, trick the game up a little bit, extend your defense and picking up full court and maybe trap it one time in the backcourt. I think when you want to be a great team, you have to do different things, especially when the playoffs come. You got to be able to do a variety of things defensively. So we just want to have it in our bag. I'm not going to say we're going to play it every night or play it for 20 minutes a night, but, it's just something to, disrupt certain teams and certain guys when they got a good flow of the offense going. And also when teams are really good out of timeouts, it's good to play the zone and just try to keep them off guard and just try to take away their ATO efficiency. So it's just something to change the game when you need it.
Appreciate it, Ty. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And we'll take one last question from Joseph. Joseph, you can go ahead. All right. Looks like Joseph's having some issues.
Oh,
there you go.
My bad.
There you go.
So last year we heard about an improved shooting stroke from Zubac, but it wasn't really something he showcased during the year. Should we expect to see him shoot some threes this season?
He's been on me about it. He wants to, even Lawrence had talked about it, but he's been working on it, and we'll see. Maybe we'll give him a corner three every now and then. But I told him we got to make some. We can't just shoot him just to be shooting them. So he's pretty intrigued by it. He has been working on it. So we'll see. But I wouldn't expect a steady dose of it right now.
Thanks, Coach. That's all we have for you.
Yes, sir.